The things you're about to hear in this video are absolute truth. And by truth, I mean they are either factual true things or they are truly my opinion. But regardless, everything you are about to hear is real. It is so real that I'm not even going to bleep anything because I'm going to let pure unbridled emotion out, and I hope you can make some sense of the ramblings that come out as a result. I don't want to ramble too deep or get too hyped up on a particular topic because I don't want to alienate any portion of my audience with my ramblings, but you never know what's going to happen. So without further ado, let's dive in. I'm going to start with the future of Enter the Multiverse here. Yes, I'm still working on episode 3, and so is Digi, because I work on all my Enter the Multiverse episodes with Digi. It's just that I'm working on assets and he's working on assets, but it's going to take a long time because I'm also working on other things, and he's working on other things. And if we dedicated our entire focus to finishing this thing, then we wouldn't be able to do anything for ourselves. I wouldn't have my regular videos, and Digi wouldn't have his videos, and so out of respect to him, I would like for both of us to keep doing our regular things and to keep up with real life so that we don't go insane. The one thing I really don't appreciate is comments like this guy who have been like waiting and begging and hoping and dreaming for like the next episode to come out, and they get disappointed when it doesn't come out. Most of my audience is very chill, they're very patient, but like, if this is the extent that people are willing to go to wait for the next episode, that they're going to forego all the other interesting types of content I have, then I don't know what to do after episode 3. Like, I'm not going to dedicate myself full time to a series just to satisfy a bloodthirsty crowd. I'm going to do it because I want to do it. Like, I do want to do it. But at this point, I'm starting to consider if it's even worth it. Like what will happen when episode 3 comes out? Like, will it be just as good as the others? Will it be better than the others? Will people want to see more going forward? Will I want to keep doing more going forward? Like, I do have some ideas for future episodes, but I'm just not sure.
I'm just a baby!
One of the reasons that I felt weird about doing the series currently is because of a particular video or group of videos that, while it was fun to make in concept, in practicality it wasn't really a good idea for the sake of my mental health. Like, last year there was a video where my character was forced to review some MLP stuff, and he got trapped in the Shadow Realm, and I couldn't upload anything to the channel except for spooky content. And what it was supposed to be, spoilers, what it was supposed to be is I was going to do spooky videos, and the Dark Critic character was going to do reviews. But it got to the point where after 2 videos out of me and no videos out of him, that I just about had a full-blown mental breakdown and didn't post anything until the review that was supposed to set my character free. Even then, it only theoretically set my character free because I didn't upload the full version which had all the scenes. I just had the bit with the reviewy bits. And I kinda, sorta promised that I'd release an extended version with all the bits. But here's the thing, there's 2 reasons why I'm not doing that. Number 1, all the assets are on an old tower computer which is currently out of commission because I'm using a gaming laptop. The old tower computer is out of commission. I don't know if it'll ever be put back into commission. Like, all the assets are there. I just can't go back and do it again. Like, I'm not starting over from scratch just to finish something that I barely... Just to finish something that I half-assed. The other reason is PTSD. Like, I haven't been diagnosed with PTSD, but I think I might have PTSD-like symptoms. Like, every time I think of, like, doing a review or doing anything with the owner of the Proud Critic, Dark Critic character, it just brings me back to those times where I felt helpless and out of control, and I just can't do that again. Like, I don't mean any ill to the owner of the Proud Critic, Dark Critic characters. I do think they are a cool person, and I would like to work with them on projects in the future, but, like, just not mine. Just, no, I can't. It's, like, sometimes it hurts my head to think about it, because it's just so, like, it makes me cry even, because I remember losing my channel and losing what shred of sanity I had left. And as cool as the videos were, for the best that I did, I can't go back to that again. No. Yugibrony blocked me on Twitter. Yeah. I don't know if he's watching this or any of my content anymore, but, like, I'm going to say what I need to say right here and right now. Like, Yugibrony's videos, which there are some exceptions to this, of course, but for the most part, Yugibrony's videos are the most bland and boring and stupidest shit that I've ever seen. Like, let's start with Cartoon Millionaire. Like, I love game shows as much as the next guy, but, like, but when you do game shows, you gotta get people involved. You gotta give some sense of authenticity to it. Like, there has to be stuff that's, like, you can't fake, you know? Like the sense of delight and wonder and surprise twists and making people happy. Like, you're only offering one prize, the prize isn't even real, and every interaction is scripted. Like, I don't even want to see another season of Cartoon Millionaire because, like, because you can have the best assets in the world to make a game show look convincing, but if the game show itself doesn't convince people that this is actually a cool thing that can happen, if it's just another show in your universe and not, like, a legitimate thing that people are having fun with and maybe having a chance to do real prizes, then what's the point? Like, you can't do a game show if there's no game, and there's no game if you script everything. And honestly, I have no idea how you got a Phantom Strider roped into this, you lucky bastard.
This is the most annoying song in the world!
Manga Sins is okay. I wish you could do more of that. I like when you do reviews. Like, your tone of voice fits, and you're actually thinking, planning ahead, and you're giving clear and concise opinions and facts. And I want to see more of that. Why can't you just do more of that? Please! Just keep on doing the Manga Sins. I'm speaking for your whole audience. We love it. We want to see more of it. Stop doubting yourself. YouTube
Totally sucks, you motherfucker.
How Not to YouTube and YouTube is Stupid. These are basically the same series, right? Like, I can see where he's coming from with some of it because some of the things that YouTube does is total garbage and we need to do something about it. We just can't pretend it doesn't bother us because it does bother us when YouTube does something stupid. The only issue I have with that particular series is that some of the ramblings that he goes on sounds like a whiny baby who doesn't get his way and is just complaining about anything and everything because complaining is his bread and butter. Or something like that. But I will admit he has legitimate points. And to show how much of a good sport I am, I will go into more detail about them at the end of this video.
Time to double down.
The Yu-Gi-Oh! Content. I'll talk about every series that I've seen bits of in detail, but I'm gonna go in general here for a moment. It started like he wanted to make something great, and then he was having fun with it, and as time went on over the years, that seemed to be the general theme. Doing things whenever he could, whenever he wanted to, and having fun with it, and expressing himself creatively. But in the recent years, it feels rushed, mass-produced, factory-driven, like it's some cheap Chinese plastic made to make quick Patreon money. Let's start from the beginning.
Mission is clear. I'm going over there.
I've seen like one episode of this, and that was because Digi recommended it to me. Basically, it's a story about Yugibrony in Equestria. Some duels happen, and like the story is kind of tricky to follow if you're not into Yu-Gi-Oh and stuff. But but I will admit, for a first attempt, and it feels like a first attempt because like there's just vectors and text on the screen, no voice acting, no effects, nothing. For a first attempt, it's not bad. I've seen worse. I've seen videos that drag on forever and have the stupidest of shit, but like this series ain't it.
You right and we right and we'll never subside.
Rank Island. I watched like 2, 3, maybe 4 episodes of Rank Island, and I freaking loved it. I loved the story. I loved the fact you got other people involved. I loved the art. I even loved the acting chops. Like, you all had such good acting chops. I legitimately felt that there was a story here that I could get enthralled in and love, like the anime. It was really, really cool. And yeah, I don't know where all those other people went, but like you all working together, you were all fabulous. Oh boy, where do I start with this one? Well, it started out pretty basic. Like, you got the basic things, and that was it. That was all you had, was basic things. Every video has the same problem where no matter how much time you and your friends all claim you spent in Vegas Pro slaving away, editing it all together to make it look nice, it just feels like a rushed out movie maker project. And it like surprised me to this day that you would charge $100 to help someone make an episode of your Duel series with Vegas Pro that you can barely churn out movie maker level stuff. But here's the thing, a lot of people are going to say that the quality of the material and the editing doesn't really matter as long as there's like something of value there, right? Like, okay, the early episodes were all slice of life based. Basically, Yugibrony was trying to find his home in the Rift, and he does, and I like it. Like, it's pretty basic, but there was nothing else at the time, and it was great. The only thing I don't like is like how he'll add things based on supposed fan reaction that's not there. Like, who told him to connect the universes? Who told you to add a villain? Who told you to put that seal card in there again? And clearly you didn't care about any of the elements you added in because they don't really have that much prevalence in your series. Which also leads to another problem he has with his series, his failure to adapt. Like, ever since his series came to this particular stage, there have been more Yu-Gi-Oh! Fan series popping up all over YouTube. Like one from DG, one from Jordan, one from Nanakatsuki, one from me. And a little birdie told me that some other people are working on their dueling series too. And they offered something to the table. Digi had like a really cool character and some really cool friends to duel, and season 1's story set the foundation for the future episodes to come. Like, you get hyped up about the adventures of this pony turned Ursa Minor, and you really feel for him. Like, will he ever turn back into a pony again? Will he defeat Grogar? Hell, I don't know. Like, I'm hyped up for it, and I'm working on the show. Jordan is loosely based in the universe of Yugibrony, but he has some interesting stuff. He has effects. He has cool story-driven stuff that works with both sometimes Yugi series and sometimes Digi series. He has original assets. He has a heart and soul put into his contents and a sense of humor. And I'm not just talking about including a funny character and milking them for all it's worth. I'm looking at you trying to make Jasper Pie more funny than he already is. You ruined it! You ruined it! Nate Akatsuki, I've only seen like 1 or 2 episodes of his. I forgot how many episodes he has, but I've seen them. And like, they have really good sense of humor. Like, they come out, like, it's bare bones, like Yugi, when it comes to effects, but he makes up for it by having an interesting story and an equally interesting sense of humor. I like what he does. It interests me. It intrigues me. I want to see more of it. There's just nothing in your series to keep me coming back. Even in my series, despite having some help from Digi, at least try something new instead of going one story-based direction. And I tried to do a slice of life like Jordan does. And the difference is that I'm hopping from universe to universe, so timelines and continuity, what's that? All this gobshite on top of you, like, blacklisting Digi on Twitter without offering so much as a public apology after y'all sorted it out makes me want to hate you with every fiber of my being. Like, I want to track you down and hunt your pony ass for sport, motherfucker. But, like, I'm not going to do that, because hate is too easy. Hate is lazy. Hate is letting the other guy win in the battle of wills. So, you know what? I'm going to do something harder. I'm going to say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry Webcake left the fandom and kind of left you high and dry with blue balls. And I'm sorry that I wasn't more sympathetic to your situation of looking for a new VA, and I'm sorry I accused you of creating wintergreen out of stealing Zarvox. It was totally uncalled for, and I do wish you good luck in the rest of your project. And I hope you'll find it somewhere in YouTube, forgive me, and try to reach out to me again, because I do want to get to know you. I want to get to know the real Yugi. I want to be friends. I want to try something. And to finish this episode, let's go over some how not to YouTube/YouTube is stupid videos, and let's see if we can make you feel better about the state of YouTube and how it's going to go. So the first video is about the whole kid-friendly thing and the commercially viable thing. Now, the commercially viable thing I will defend because, like it says may. That means they can do it if they want to, if you meet that requirement. But the thing is, they don't really want to delete it because look at all of the channels on YouTube right now. Some of them are so old they don't even upload anymore. And some of them just don't even monetize their stuff. If YouTube could take down your crap for not being commercially viable, and they actually acted upon that, think of all the people that would be gone already, like Digi, and I can't name any other people, but like, there's a lot of people that don't use the ad rev, and if they took down videos just for not being commercially viable, then a lot of those people would just be gone because they're either inactive or they don't monetize. It is bullcrap that YouTube does have that option now, but the best we can do is hope they act in good faith. And so far, for the most part, they have. in regards to the kids thing, I will agree that at the time this was uploaded, November of 2019, it was a really valid and serious issue. And thankfully, YouTube and the FTC have taken steps and agreements to fix this. Like, now we have to decide if our video was meant for kids. Like, look back, like do we target kids? Like, do we want kids under 12 to watch this? Are we deliberately pandering to them? For the most part, the answer is no. So we keep all our features. We're aiming for the site's intended demographic, 13 plus. And as long as we keep doing that, then that's all that matters. Okay, since he hasn't posted any, like, non-Duel with Yugibrony content up to the point of this being uploaded that I've seen, I guess I didn't notice the exact moment where he stopped saying, "I end my turn," and started saying, "Stay entertained," but I think it's a sign that he's starting to lose interest in Yu-Gi-Oh! Or that he's trying to appeal more to a not Yu-Gi-Oh! Audience. Yeah, but if that was the case, why keep doing Duel with Yugibrony? But I digress. The second video, it was about the whole kid-friendly thing. In regards to YouTube marking videos as kid-friendly when they're not kid-friendly, that's the thing with bots. They're not perfect. That's why YouTube includes manual review options, so that humans can get involved and look into things. So it's never a locked-in solution, because, like, you can always bitch and complain and someone will answer. And in regards to, what was it, oh yeah, marking the videos not for kids, I did some, around that time, I did some experimenting, and from what I saw, the way other channels have acted, marking your video as not for kids is the general option. Because if you mark your videos not for kids, then it goes through the usual advertiser-friendly process of seeing if it's too violent, or too shocking, or too controversial. And if you're not any of those things, then it treats you as general. You're good. It's fine. Everything's good. Until the next video. The third video kinda mostly deals, well, it starts out with a joke, like the whole, oh, I didn't upload anything in February, so the whole sub box being broken in February doesn't really affect me, lol. But, the rest of it involves this thing that I can't say, but you know what I'm talking about, the situation we were in since March and that we're still in today. Basically, he's complaining that because they're sending a lot of their staff home to stay safe, there's going to be more bot reviews and less human reviews of content, and videos may get removed that don't necessarily violate the guidelines. Like, that is a real issue, but he makes it look like it's the fucking plague, and we're already in a plague. The thing about that is, like, that just means that the bot is gonna screw something up. You can still appeal it and get it fixed. It's just going to take longer because there's less people there. Like, they know bots aren't perfect. That's why they have to keep some humans on board. But it's not that they actually want to get rid of your content. If they wanted to get rid of your content, they would have got rid of it long ago. But the thing is, even if we lose a bunch of people, there's still a few people around. And those few people will be working to review any videos that are submitted for appeal. And no matter how long it takes, something will be done. Even if we have to bitch and complain to Twitter like we always do. We just have to relax and have faith and just keep doing what we do. That's all we can do. Episode 4 is when the series takes a step out of the norm. It stops complaining about YouTube in general and starts complaining about petty little issues that one little man has with YouTube. But it doesn't make it any less valid because because at times even the issues we have personally can be ridiculous. So this time he was complaining about Cartoon Millionaire episode 3. The thumbnail got removed due to a violation of the guidelines. I honestly don't understand why it was removed, but if I had to guess, it might be because you're using a kid-friendly icon on a video that's not made for kids. Or maybe it's misleading because some pony's walking away a millionaire, but the million is fake or something. I could go on for hours, probably days, on theories on why the thumbnail was taken down. But anyway, I will agree that it is kind of stupid that the robots decide what violates the guidelines and what doesn't, and the only way to get the thumbnail back is by appealing it to YouTube. And it's good that he got it back. I checked his Twitter before he blocked me, and I double-checked his YouTube. The thumbnail is restored as of the time of making this video. But the thing is, the reason I call it petty is because it didn't have to go this way. I agree with the idea of fighting YouTube to get what you want on there and to, not have to deal with their bullcrap. But, it could have easily been solved. You could just upload the thumbnail again, or you could, maybe make some modifications to the original thumbnail so that it can't be detected as a duplicate. Or maybe just create and upload a new thumbnail. I mean, it's not that hard. There was a time where I made thumbnails with the most basic of art tools, and I can't even draw. But that was before I realized that the thumbnails in the videos were starting to get better. And those are the ones I used for the majority of my life on YouTube. There is one little thing about this video that irks me. At the end of the video, he talks about the final Yugibrony duel. Final-ish. Final-ish. Final-ish! What the fuck is a final-ish? Is it the last one? Is it not the last one? Explain, Yugibrony! Explain!